This next podcast is brought to you by peakpotential.world and obviously me. I started peakpotential.world to help people just like you. Whether you want to start a successful podcast, become a content creator, monetize your social media channels, grow your social media channels, and anything in between. We cover various aspects, including marketing, sales, business knowledge, and everything you could physically need to start your own brand and quit that job that you hate. With subscriptions starting at only £10 a month, you can become that successful person that you want to be. With the top subscription only being £80 per month, you can have direct access to me, ask a team of experts any questions that you may have, whether it's on business, sales, marketing, or anything in between. The team are there to help you do exactly that. And that is £80 a month. You'll have access to thousands of ebooks, masterclasses, weekly webinars, a networking group with other like-minded people just like yourself who want to do better. So what are you waiting for? All you've got to do is click the link in the description, sign up today, and I'll be giving you a bell later. But without further ado, let's get into the podcast. But don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to drop a comment with your thoughts down below. It all helps. The more subscribers we have, the better the guests will be. I hope you enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you later. Dougie, how are we, brother?
I'm good, brother. How are
We're
you?
here again.
I know.
But in the new humble abode.
Different little bit of scenery.
It's the one. Mate, it's been a while since the last one. When was the last time we did that one?
It's got to be a few years on it.
I think it's about a year and a half ago now. I'm sure it was. Because it was the first one in the old office.
That's right, yeah.
And fucking loads has happened since then, mate, hasn't it? Been on holiday. You've started a whiskey. The whiskey's properly kicked off because we were only just talking about it in the making stages last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So where's the whiskey at now? Obviously, tell us. Well, let's go proper deep into it then. So, starting with the whiskey, this is new Dougie now. Full on focus mode, whiskey man. What's going on?
Well, the whiskey, it's been relaunched on the new website, Down to Yourself. Also, I'd like to congratulate you on being a partner with Mr. Joyce.
Come on.
Joyce's Irish Whiskey. Salute.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I've just been busy with getting all the merch out there for obviously when we're doing deliveries, everything's got to be looking professional. The website's been all fancied, tarted up by yourself.
Yeah.
And like I say, I've just been busy getting contracts and getting delivery orders in, just basically just back to back with meetings and everything with the whiskey. But as for now, everything's going good. Busy with the whiskey. And
There's some interesting conversations flying about in there.
Definitely, there's a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
But I haven't got any for anybody at the minute. Too busy with my life.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. So, like, I know we touched on it last time, and I know as well, but for anyone watching, like, the heritage of the family name and all that and the story, like, behind the whiskey, like, for anyone that doesn't know, where did that idea come from? And sort of let's go in stages of what you did and how you did it to get the ball rolling, do you know what I mean?
Well, whiskey's favourite drink of mine. I love the whiskey. So, been doing a bit of business back and forth here, bits of deals and business ventures and everything. And I thought something just popped up, like from a business partner of mine that I was working with at the time. Carl, he went, Dougie, have you ever thought about doing a drink? And I said, no, I've never really thought about doing a drink. He said, I think that'd be you. It'd suit your character. So anyway, we got talking, obviously having a few nights out, bit of food, doing a few dealings here and there and just making sure everything was covered. And then it come up the conversation again. He said, Dougie, I'm serious. Why don't you think about doing your own whiskey brand? Do you know what I mean? Like what Conor McGregor's doing. He says, you're an Irishman, your background, everything that you do, it fits your character. So then it planted the seed then. So then I've done a bit of homework, digging in, and now I've got this like image in my head of thinking, I can do this. This is me. This whiskey is me. And then I've done all my homework, done all my back checks, set the foundation, and that was it. Just start from there. And we started doing testing back and forth to Ireland. It's like it didn't just happen overnight.
Yeah, cool. So let's talk about that. So like the idea was there. You contacted someone. Was it like a distillery? Like what was it? initial stages to go, right, how do we even go about this?
Yeah, I got in touch with a few people over in Ireland, putting us in the right direction. Then obviously if brokers were getting involved, this whiskey, do this, we can deal with that, we can deal with this. We're going through a lot of people. But anyway, the moral of the story was, like, we just wanted to get in there, get the whiskey, taste the whiskey, and that's it, and make our own successful whiskey brand.
Yeah.
So anyways, we ended up getting in contact with the distillery over there in Ireland. We've gone down, had a meet up with him, and we got to see, like, how the whiskey was getting made and how the factory was going and the distillery and all stuff like that there. It was,
because a lot of it's the barrels. It's down to the barrel, isn't it?
Down to the barrel, and it's amazing. So we went through a lot of tasting, like I said, and the whiskey just caught me attention when I tasted it. Double sherry cask whiskey. I say it's got the mix of bourbon, and it takes away the roughness, so it gives you that extra smooth taste in the whiskey. Yeah. And it's like I say, it's a double sherry cask, triple distilled. So I thought, you know what, that there to start off my whiskey, I'll make a statement. There's no point going in for the cheap shit. No. Straight in there. I like to say it's either make or break. At least I know I tried it. At least I know I've done it. So that's what I've done. And since then, I like to say, it's probably one of the best investments I have ever made.
100%.
And I enjoy it as well. Do you know what I mean? And something like what I'm doing with the whiskey, and everyone that's tasted it, there's never been any like, oh, Dougie, that's a bad whiskey, this, that, and the other, because I've done like loads of little promos. I said, look, just give your honest opinion. It's not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
If I'm going somewhere wrong, tell me.
Well, this is it. You're never going to please everyone, but like, if you can please the mass, do you know what I mean? You're doing something right.
That's it. So, yeah, I'm happy where I'm up to. I'm happy what I'm doing, and I'm happy where I'm going with it. And that's straight to the top.
Yeah. But it's like, it's mad, isn't it? Because you look at like McGregor's one, that proper 12, you taste that and it tastes like shit. Do you know what I mean? It does, doesn't it? But it's just, you can see why they've done it. Like, he probably didn't even go to the factory. Do you know what I mean? They've just gone, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's going to sell because it's got his name all over it, like sort of thing. Over, whereas yours actually tastes like something, and I say, you could buy something off the shelf and you'd be like, yeah, that should be there. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you could, like, I'm not a massive fan of like Jack Daniels and that, and I always say like the whiskey, the Joyce whiskey, it's like the Grey Goose of whiskey. Like, do you know what I mean? You can buy a bottle of Smirnoff, and you're like, you buy a bottle of Grey Goose, you're like, oh, that's all right, I could do that. Yeah. And it's like the same with like Jack Daniels and that. It's easy to drink,
of course,
but it's nice. So like, after that, then what sort of distribution, sort of what's like the process look like for making a whiskey brand? When you started, you go taste it, you go, yeah, I want that one.
Well, that's exactly what the story was. So when I get picked up by my partner of mine, a very good friend of mine, Carl, he's come down, picked me up. We've gone over to Ireland, flew out from Liverpool. We've gone over, we met the man, then we've gone down to the tasting factory, and tasting something, I was thinking, oh, that's a bit rough, that there. That's a bit too harsh. That one there, put hairs on your arse. And then we finally got to this one over the weekend. We got to this sherry cask. Now, sherry's a lovely, lovely drink. And if no one knows what the sherry cask is, do your homework, get into it, see what it's like, and you'll get to know exactly what my drink is all about, my whiskey. So when I tasted it, it's like it just brought me back to life. And I thought, ooh, hang on a second, let me have another go at that one.
Yeah.
And then he said, the sherry cask? I said, yeah, the sherry cask. Bombed it back again, and it just gave me that little wake up. Yeah, that like, ooh, and it's not rough. You got to give it like a little 10 seconds, let it kick in, feel it smoothly go down your throat, and that's it. And then I thought, you know what, that's the one. And that was it then. End up going from there straight to Temple Bar. I missed about 3
Should have seen what I've just fucking tried.
It's definitely that one. Yeah. Straight to Temple Bar all weekend. So yeah, it was a successful trip.
Mint.
Yeah.
So for anyone that's watching then, where's it at now?
Where's it at?
Yeah.
It's here in Manchester. It's being deployed all over the place. Let's say it's on the website.
You can order it on the website.
You can order the website. You can order through myself. You can order through you, Richy. Yeah. It's available to everybody.
Yeah.
And we're well stocked up, ready to go.
Nice. Yeah. You went to a little party the other day and got speaking to a certain individual called Tom Zanetti.
Yeah, that's right. A good friend of mine, yeah.
So what's going on there with Tom? I know Tom's doing a bit of a festival in May.
Yeah, that's right. He asked me to go down as a special guest to his event that he had recently. And then we was talking a little bit of business, and we're due to meet up this week sometime, as a matter of fact. It's funny you say that. So he's got a festival in May. So a 3-day festival at Scunthorpe Stadium, football stadium. And there's a deal there that we're having between each other, and I'm going to be supplying the whole stadium with Joyce's Irish whiskey.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So you can imagine, can't you?
Yeah. And then anything else? Anything? I know we've got some bits and bobs contacting people that isn't sort of mustard yet, but where would you like to see it all go?
Where would I like to see it all go? Just, I'd like to see it to be all over the place, everywhere and anywhere. I'd like people to taste it, enjoy it, don't judge it until you've tried it, and just see where it goes. And I know exactly where I want it to go. Yeah. And there's only one way, straight to the top.
That's the one.
And I'm not going to stop till I get there. So you're going to get used to it.
For God's sake. So, what else is going on? Obviously, 3D, that's being born again.
Yep, that 4th of October.
Yep.
Relight the fire.
Relight the fire. And what, are you doing anything different with that? Or is it sort of same sketch as before? What's going on with that?
Well, we're going to change a few little things with it.
Because it's always been different, like multi-genre fights on it. Multi-genre fights, is that a thing?
Yeah, it was like the square ring last time, like a normal boxing ring. Then we've had the octagon for a few events. But this one now we're going to try it different because it is the 3D fight club, 3-dimensional fight club. So we can experiment whatever way we want. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go for a triangle ring this one.
Nice.
And you know what happens when you get in the corner, don't you? There's only one way
get out of it.
Yeah, fight your way
that's down.
That's it. And we're just going to, like they say, there's all going to be different kind of people there, celebrities, dwarfs, what's now, all this kind of things. Women fighters. It's, we're definitely going to do a little twist on this one.
No pun intended.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely something that's going to be coming back strong and fast.
Nice.
Definitely.
And still at Bowlers?
This venue is going to be a different venue this time.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to be experimenting. So everything I'm doing is just an experiment.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, like I say, I've got to explore.
Test and adjust.
To get where I need to be.
Where are you thinking?
Well, we haven't disclosed that there just yet.
Okay.
But it will be disclosed very soon.
Yeah. I think it's worth mentioning as far as like sponsors and stuff like that. You sent us a sponsorship package the other day. Businesses, brands, anything like that.
Everything and anything. Like I say, I'll be doing 2 shows a year. For all the sponsors that want to get involved, you'll have 6 months of promotion. Yeah, or we can have a deal where you can have 12 months of promotion, where companies will get you to sponsor the fight club, have a fight, and on the night you never hear from them again. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're not really getting the benefits out of it. Where it is with myself...
It's a relationship.
Yeah, it's a relationship. You'll have 6 months of promotion, whatever one you pick out the sponsor pack. And like I say, a good 6 months of being on billboards, boxers, fighters' accounts, fight kits, like I say, all the billboards inside the venue itself.
Yeah.
Like I say, the screening, all that kind of stuff, electronic screening. You'll have your logos on there, the pay-per-view. So there's a lot that you can get out of this.
Yeah.
And not
it's a big
just,
packages. Like.
Yeah, of course it is. So it won't be just thinking, right, yeah, you'll be there for a month or 2 and then that's it, you're not heard of again. You'll get a lot of business from what I do and how I'm projecting it.
Mm. Yeah, 100%. And it's exciting. It's dead exciting. It's because there's quite a lot of bits and bobs that have been going on in like the fighting world recently, and in around the UK, like BKB have been bought out by BYB.
Yeah.
BKFC, I think they do 2 events a year. Is it? Something like that over in the UK.
Yeah, over in the UK. Yeah. I think so, yeah.
And then there's that Spartan one. There's nothing really. There's no constant bare knuckle events that everyone can go to at the moment.
Well, I'm in talks with a certain individual at the minute. Nothing's confirmed, but there's a possibility that we might be doing a standoff at 3D Fight Club and another fight club.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be owners' bragging rights for a full year of who's got the best fighters. Their fighters versus our fighters. I'll have my best fighters, they'll have their best fighters, and then they'll have the standoff on the night.
Nice.
So that there's in talks for this week. We'll see where it goes. So it's a possibility, and then that'll start a little thing where everyone can have bragging rights, whoever wants to verse who, and then we'll see who's the best club out there.
The Ultimate Fight Club.
The Ultimate Fight Club. Yeah, 3D Fight Club.
Mint. So what else is going on?
Just busy with family life.
Yeah.
Back to back with meetings. Been very busy, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Just.
I think it's definitely worth mentioning. Like, I think I've never seen you so focused, driven, honed in on all these things, and without mentioning it, because we can't be fucking arsed anymore. But mentioning all the shit and the noise in the background of everything, like you were just on.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Nothing. Don't stop me now.
No, that's it.
I'm having such a good time.
That's it. No distractions.
That's it. So we had a chat the other day, and you mentioned about the Joyce family documentary.
Yep.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yep.
What is, obviously we've seen the first one. What is going to be different in the second one, or what do you want to be different?
Well, on the first one, it wasn't really too much of the fighting, the lifestyle, all that kind of stuff.
It's a very broad look at everything, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just a broad look of the insight into the travellers, into the travelling community, and where they come from, what they do, and what they're like behind the scenes. So, like to say, that there documentary went to Amazon Prime. It hit #1 within 24 hours. We won Best Documentary of the Year, which was a good result. Like, we didn't expect that there, but how fast everything started turning over, like to say, literally overnight.
Yeah.
And this part 2 now, obviously I've learned a lot from the first one. This second one is going to be exclusive. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be about fighting. It's going to be about the lifestyle I live, what I've accomplished, where I'm at now, what I'm doing, who's around me, what I'm doing, and where I'm going.
Yeah.
And this one is going to be it's going to blow the first one out the water, because now I'm giving everybody what they want to see.
Yeah.
So like I say, I've held everything in the
raw.
background. Oh, it's raw. It's
gonna be
uncut.
raw.
Yeah. And it's going to be definitely a blinder.
Yeah. So what do you think should go into it then? Like, I think definitely it's worth touching on, obviously the travel background, which is obvious, but like the fighting stuff, and there's nothing that actually goes into the fighting. Like, everyone goes, oh yeah, traveling bare knuckle boxing, family, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, but nobody actually goes, well, it's not. It's seen like a lot of I'm trying to word this right. A lot of the population see it as, oh, that's fucking stupid and this, that, and the other. But it's very like, it's tradition, innit? It goes back history wise for fucking donkey's years, like. And people are very eager, like very quick to point the finger and say that's daft, when there's a lot more to it than just somebody having a fight. Do you know what I mean?
And let's say it's an interest what people want to know more about.
Yeah, of course.
Because everybody's cultures want to get exposed and talked about.
Yeah.
But like to say, the way the travellers live, and like say their religions and everything that they've got in their own like society.
Yeah.
They still live by. Yeah. And the thing is, where the world is moving fast.
Yeah.
They're still in their bubble.
Yeah.
And the thing is with me, I've had the best of both lives.
Yeah.
So I've got a taste of both.
Yeah, because you've got a house now, you're in the house with the kids and that.
Yeah. Like my life, I live a good life. And the thing is, I've got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring this out on the second part of this documentary. And there's going to be, like I say, it's going to be uncut.
Yeah.
And it's going to be no holds bars, it's all in.
It's going to be like a film.
Oh, it's going to be like a film,
we said we'll get someone a little, not sneak peek, but we're saying it's going to be more like a film than a documentary.
Oh, definitely.
And different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like this, that, this. It's gonna be it's gonna be like an action movie.
It's definitely it's gonna be unreal. You're gonna, like I say, you're gonna see the life of Dougie Joyce. You're gonna see all behind the scenes. You're gonna see the Joyce's Irish whiskey from where it started to where it's going. The 3D Fight Club, where it started to where it's going. Yeah, and then obviously the lifestyle I live, the people I have around me, the fighting. And by the time this comes out, there's going to be a lot that's going to be added to it. It's going to be live fights that's going to be saved and put through into the documentary with me crew around me and the camera crew and all the stuff that comes with it. So this one, I'm going all out. Everything's coming all out.
It's going to be unbelievable. Like,
definitely, yeah.
So what sort of thing do you think should be, like, people we should speak to then in this? Who do you think, just to touch more on it, who do you think is being... Who needs to do a talk in this documentary? I think your old man would be a good one.
Yeah, my father, he'll be involved in it. Because he talks sense.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of the history. There'll be certain family members that will be in there that they can talk from their tribe of family.
Yeah.
Let's say there'll be a mixture of people. Yeah.
Yeah. And like going into like the traveller stuff, like how far does your family name go back? Because it is one of the longest going travelling families.
From what I go back to, from a bit of homework, 1600s.
Fucking hell, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you fucking who was after me, who was before me granddad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's such a traditional thing for you, isn't it?
That's it. A Joyce man come over, like I say, they originate from Wales, and then over to Ireland, and say, there's a place there called the Joyce Country.
Yeah.
So, like I say, it expanded massively. Like I say, Ireland's full of Joyces.
Yeah.
And then they just spread all over the place, all over England, all over Europe, all over the UK, all over the world. And like I say, it's a big family name.
With all like the travelling community, you know, like I say this in the way that if you walk down the road now into a town centre, somebody has a scrap or somebody has a fucking argument, they'll have a straightener, and one of the mates will kick them in the head, or they'll fucking walk down the road after, and someone will stab him, or some dickhead. Like, I can put my hand up and say that everyone that I know who's a traveller is some of the fairest people that I've ever met. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were to ever have a straightener with anyone, and you always see it, you'll have a straightener, and not like just as you, but as like the community in general, you'll have a straightener, and they'll shake hands after, and it'll be done.
Yeah, done.
I can't think of anyone else. It doesn't happen very often in the normal sort of community world. It doesn't happen.
You look at this. We used to get condemned of having fights. Yeah, but there'd be a pub.
But you'd sort your problems out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We'd have an argument in a pub, on the street, or anywhere on the back lane. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Then the families would get involved. Then we'd have a fight. Yeah, and that's it. Put to bed.
Yeah,
that's the way it used to be.
Yeah.
Obviously, things change as you move on in life. But we used to get condemned. Oh, they're too violent. They're too brutal. They're too this. They're too that. Well, go back 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Yeah, right to now. Well, what's changed?
Yeah.
The non-travellers, are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Trying to copycat what the travellers started. What the travellers are doing 100 years ago, they're still doing today.
Yeah.
So you tell me...
who's consistent and who's not.
That's what I'm saying to you. And obviously what I've done, I'm just making it legit.
Yeah.
And I'm giving everyone a platform in Manchester.
And doing it in a safer space.
Safe environment, the right people around me, and everything's above board. Yeah. Like I say, everyone's looked after and everyone goes home safe to the family. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I think it's brilliant. I think everyone should be that way. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You sort the problem, instead of letting the problem linger for fucking weeks, months, years on end. Yeah. Just sort it out and have it done. Shake hands and be mates after that.
And if you get knocked out, there's going to be no stamping. They'll stand back, sort you out. If you've had enough, that's it, it's done.
Yeah.
Walk away, do you know what I mean? You're more of a man for having a bit of a fight, and walking away, shaking hands, it's done.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. So, like I say, it's what we started.
Yeah. And we'll talk about all this in the documentary.
Oh, definitely.
We'll talk about all this.
Oh, there's some.
You could even do like a series. I think there's too much to talk about in one.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Obviously, you're going to be the man behind it, Richie, which I've give you that role play, the main man himself. Salute. And it's going to take a good 12 months of getting everything in. Could even take a bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything bit by bit. It's got to be perfect. It's going to be perfect.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and it's going to be number one again.
Of course it is.
Yeah, so
of course it is.
I'm looking forward to that one.
It's going off. Yeah. I can't wait. So when are we going to start that?
Well, I think we get to it, Richie. We can start that in the next few weeks. Get the ball rolling.
I think so.
Yeah, we've got to start.
There's a lot to cover, lad.
There's a lot there. I've got a lot of things written down as well. So you're going to be busy.
I'll still want.
Yeah. Tell your wife you'll be camping over at mine.
Fuck's sake. So, what's the plan then? Next 5 years, where is Dougie going to be? Or where does Dougie want to be? Where do you want to be? Next 5 years, this day, this time, where are you? What are you doing?
Off the grid. In the middle of the ocean somewhere. Me, the wife, the children, just floating around on our own yacht. Yeah. And the only way you can contact me would be email.
Or pigeon.
Yeah. But I don't know on the lake.
3D Pigeon Club.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. So, I hear from a little birdie that a few fight promotions have could have or could not have got in touch, or something that you wanted to approach in the future?
Well,
Bit of boxing or something like that, maybe?
what was the little birdie? What did he say to you?
They say Dougie's not a misfit anymore. Do you want to fight on a legit card?
Yeah, I've had a few people messaging me and saying things like this, which, like to say, I've got a few hurdles to get over just of yet. But like to say, everything's got a price tag on it, and if it's worth it, yeah, and the money's right, I'll fight anybody. Like to say, I feel like I owe it myself to get in there and put a show on.
Yeah.
I say, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war.
Yeah.
So, but if they're not, if nobody wants to have it, then listen, I'm happy to crack on doing my businesses. But if people want to see the real deal, I'll fill a stadium.
Yeah. And who would you fight?
Listen, I'm not one of them to duck fighters, me. Yeah, whoever thinks of the man on there, yeah, my category, my weight, yeah, let's bang it out.
Yeah. And what are you weighing at now?
Well, now I'll probably have to trim down a little bit. I'd say I'm about 16 stone now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That's the aim.
Coming in at heavyweight.
You see people eating fucking burgers and that.
Yeah.
And is that something that you could see yourself doing for a long period of time, or just as a bit of a laugh thing, or, would you say, obviously you take it serious, but would not, even necessarily as a career, but who knows? Is that something you'd pursue long term if you could, or?
Like, the thing is, fighting's been a big part of my life. Yeah, and for the people that do know me, they know exactly what I'm about, and the people that don't know me will have their opinion and say what they want to say. Like to say, the sheep follow the sheep, don't
It's
they?
very easy for someone to knock someone who's never got in a ring.
Exactly. I've done a lot of fighting in the ring and a lot of fighting out on the cobbles. Yeah. So fighting's a big part of my life. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm still strong. I'm still fit. I'm in the prime of my life. And for the right price, whoever it is, and they're on a big platform, and do you want to have it with me, I'll happily entertain them. Yeah. And I'll put a show on.
Dougie in KSI.
In Manchester, I can picture it already. In Manchester, in the big Co-op arena, yeah. Dougie Joyce headlining, yes. Knockout, round 1.
KSI.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, we'll see. That's another conversation for another day.
So when did you start boxing? Like, I know, you've boxed and stuff from a very young age, and trained and stuff like that. But like, when did you start? And I suppose it goes back to the whole family thing. Like, I know your dad's very, very into his boxing and stuff like that. Like, where did it all start as a kid, I suppose? Like, because you got like your brothers and stuff like that as well. Is that raised on a sort of a traveller thing, sort of as soon as you can put your shoes on, you put a set of gloves on, or is it just?
It's just it's a part of life. It's just normal for me. Like from my life that I've come from to where I'm at now. Like, say, people think, oh, look at him driving this. Oh, look at he's got that. Who does he think he is doing this?
But don't see all the way.
The thing is, I've had a hard life. I've not had an easy life, and the life I've come from, and the background and the people and my family I've come from, nothing's been easy.
Mate, nothing good comes easy.
No.
Nothing good comes easy. Unless you win the lottery, but even then, there's no longevity in it.
Everything I've got and everything I've done, I fought for it.
Yeah.
And I've done it by myself.
Yeah. So, like, that growing up, that obviously had a few brothers and that growing up, was that just like tension in the house, sort of, we'll practice every day on each other?
Too much testosterone.
Yeah. Just moving on from that then, as a business whole, like, what do you think is been the most vital thing for you when learning about business, and what you've sort of implement into your business and stuff? Like, because a lot of people, it's very common now, and people are sort of moving away from the 9 to 5. So just to give some people an advice out there, like, what would you say is the most important thing about business when you're going about it?
Like I say, follow your dreams. If you don't risk it, you'll never know.
Do something you enjoy.
Do something you enjoy. And if you're going to put your heart and soul into it, make sure it's something that you're going to enjoy, because there's no point doing something that you don't like, you don't enjoy, because you're never going to give 110%. It's always going to be half-hearted.
Yeah.
So the thing is, my advice to anybody, make sure you pick carefully, choose your partners correctly, and give it a try. Everything's an experience. If you don't risk it, you're never gonna
get the biscuit.
You're never gonna get the biscuit after that. So yeah.
But like, I think as well, it's then important to do something you enjoy, and this something that I find you might as well. But like, it's so important to do something that you enjoy, because if you don't enjoy it, it's very hard to get over them shit times that you'd have at times. Do you know what I mean? If I didn't enjoy what I did and I was having a bad day, you probably 9 out of 10 going to go, fuck this, I don't like it. Why am I doing this?
You're just going to be half-hearted.
That passion gets you through the shit times.
Like me with my whiskey, that's passion.
Yeah.
That's heart and soul. That's blood, sweat and tears. That's me name and everything I've put to it my own self. Like I put my full name to the company and the business. So that there to me, that's the baby. I'm going to look after that there and I'm going to grow with it and I'm going to make that there big and strong and successful. So my advice would be do something the same way, whatever your dreams may be.
Yeah, yeah.
Follow them and take a risk.
Yeah.
Because if you don't take a risk, you regret it in life.
Of course. I'd rather be sat there on my deathbed going, I give it a go, than fuck, what if? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
They say when you're on your deathbed, you see everyone that you could have been.
Yeah, you do. Well, we're not there yet, and we're not going to be there for a long time. So, you've got plenty of time now to take them chances.
That's the wrong one, lad.
Get to it.
Mint, mate, so here's it. The world is the oyster. 2025 is going to be the fucking year. Let's go.
That's it. We've already started the ball rolling, Richie.
Go in.
That's it. Onwards and upwards.
I think it's worth mentioning as well for sponsors for documentary stuff like that as well. If anyone wants to get involved in that, we'll be doing something. Everyone wants to invest in it or some put their brand on it or we'll do premiere and stuff like that as well.
We'll be doing, and the thing is, they can get in contact by yourself, direct message me.
Yeah.
And like I say, we can talk business because it's definitely going to be.
That's going to be a belter.
Of course it is. If the thing is, people want proof, people can say a lot of things. Go and have a look at the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
#1 bestseller. I even beat Tom Cruise. Now that's a statement. And it's on me social media, Instagram. Scroll down and you'll see Tom Cruise there and you'll see Dougie Joyce #1.
I am.
Yeah, #1.
Tom Cruise. Mate, well, it's going to be a great year. And what do they say?
Just remember, Dougie Joyce loves you. Get up, boys.
Go, lad.